But like, they were reading through the list of who's playing. I was like, Christ, they're still going.
Yeah,
So,
there's one thing. I'm looking at the download lineup right now. I looked at it I looked at it about 2 weeks ago, and I was like, really? Good Charlotte.
yeah, they've released a new album. Sum 41 have got the original lineup back.
What else
It was Simple Plan. That's it. I couldn't believe Simple Plan is still going.
Yeah.
Although, look at this. I mean, this is weird. You've got Biffy Clyro headlining Saturday, yet the second stage, Rob Zombie. Shouldn't this be the other way round?
I was thinking that myself. It's like, that's really weird for Rob Zombie to be on the second stage headlining.
Yeah, because that means he can't bring as big a production.
Yeah, he's like main stage sort of material.
Or even swap Biffy Clyro out for Slayer or Opeth. Yeah, Opeth might be boring, but they're more deserving headliner than Biffy Clyro, to my personal
Slayer on the
estimation.
second stage as well. It's really...
Yeah, this is really weird.
Yeah.
I've seen a few bands here that I would have said should be second stage. Ministry, second stage. What?
Yeah.
Devil Driver have been on the main stage twice.
I only ever went download once. It was 2008. So, in 9 years, I don't know, stages could have gone a lot bigger.
I've only been at download once. That was the very first one where it was only 2 days. So,
yeah.
But I've got to say this because if there's any of the festival people who arrange download, can you start making it like a week later, because you always hold it on the weekend of my birthday.
Yeah, it usually does fall on that day.
It is. It has again. Friday the 9th of June. It starts. Yeah. So my birthday, I could be, if I was going, I'd be spending it watching System of a Down. Not a bad way to spend a birthday, but...
I love seeing System of a Down, because it's like a nostalgia kind of thing.
I've seen them. They were good live, but at the time the guitarist got on my wick, as it were, because he weren't playing the songs properly. He was too busy arsing about on stage. Prophets of Rage is the new look Rage Against the Machine.
On the Friday download main stage, I'm pretty shocked that like Mastodon and Sabaton are that far down in the...
Yeah, they should be high. Although Prophets of Rage, fair enough, because it is Rage Against the Machine, basically.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but Mastodon and Sabaton should be above Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah. Oh god, that's another band that do me head in.
I've got
the whole Hate Breed and Five Finger Death Punch.
Five Finger Death Punch, they're a weird band. I like some of their songs. I've listened to the full album, the latest album. It was alright. It was nothing. I don't see why people rave about them though. So
yeah, it's tend to just bring the douches out, when they're on.
Maybe. I don't know. I've not seen them live. No real intention to see them live, unless I'm interviewing them, and that's highly unlikely. Bleeding Alter Bridge on Sunday. Oh. Surely you'd well put Steel Panther just before Aerosmith, because Steel Panther are essentially taking the mick out of Aerosmith's early days.
Yeah. It's such a mix-up on here. Like, obviously, different bands go up and down in the time.
Well, Sunday's awesome because it's like 4 sort of feel-good bands in Aerosmith, Alter Bridge, Steel Panther, Airborne, and then before them, In Flames. The fact that In Flames are your heaviest band on the main stage that day is kind of depressing.
Like on the smallest stage on the Saturday, Wednesday 13.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, but he only really got big because of Murder Dolls.
Yeah, but like there's a massive following there, isn't there?
Yeah, although saying that, when is us June? I was going to say, I wonder, since that bus crash and all that.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, Dillinger Escape Plan.
Yeah, I was thinking that just.
Weird that they're on such a small stage, actually.
You know what? Okay, I'm not a fan of this kind of particular genre of music, but on the Friday, on like the seconds to smallest stage, Devil Wears Prada, I thought they were a pretty big band. Yeah, they're like...
Not over here, they're very screamo.
Yeah, I mean, not my thing at all, but I thought they were a pretty big band.
See, the weird thing there is Asteroid Boys. They're a hip-hop band.
Oh, I've heard of them, but never...
Yeah, my old guitarist, well, our previous guitarist in the band I'm in at the moment, he showed me them. They're basically hip hop. Why are they even playing?
Same
That doesn't
reason
make
why
sense.
a lot of the band were playing, I suppose.
What, you mean they had the money? Let's be honest here.
Go on.
Oh dear, I'm trying to think.
Well, you know what? One band that seems to be getting a lot bigger. Again, not really a fan of them. Listen to them. Suicidal Tendencies. They seem to be, on the up.
Yeah, but they've been going since the 80s, which
Yeah,
might be
but
why.
the last year or two, a lot more people have been raving about them.
I think it's because they didn't release anything for a good 15 years.
Yeah.
And then they've started releasing stuff again.
And then you just every festival,
Hacktivists on the main stage, that's quite good. Not sure how they're going to go down though, because they're very, very quick fire rapping with metal riffs. That'll be interesting. See, it's weird that Opeth are not headlining to me.
See, I saw when I went download all those years ago. I saw Opeth, and they were quite low down.
Yeah, thing is, they've been selling out like the Roundhouse and all that, which are huge venues. Yeah. So that's weird.
Those bands have a big following again, aren't they? And.
But more to the point, why not, right, on the Sunday, swap out In Flames for Ailstorm? Because that surely is a day of rock and roll and drinking.
Ailstorm, I'm quite surprised they're so low down at the moment.
Yeah, they're on the second stage. I mean, Convert Attack are pretty good. Coheed and Cambria, I will never forget the first time I watched them.
Yeah, I saw them live. Yeah, when I'm downloading.
I've not seen them live, I mean on YouTube. Because I saw the guy, I was like, oh, it's this big bloke with like facial hair, the afro, and then that voice come out of him. I was like, what?
Yeah, I saw them live, and you know what? They were a pretty good band live. I was really impressed.
Oh no, I quite like them, especially it's probably the most commercial song, but Welcome Home by them is a pretty awesome song. But they are very much a prog band, so. Oh god, yeah. So I'm looking at Bloodstock. I've just noticed Hatebreed are headlining the Saturday.
Yeah, don't talk to me about that. They're not headlining, I think they're special guests.
No, it just says Saturday 12th, Hatebreed.
Yeah, don't talk to me about that.
Municipal Waste Throw, oh, that'd be awesome. Annihilator never really listened to. Possessed never listened to. Whitechapel might bring out a few idiots.
Yeah.
I like them, but they will bring out idiots. Obviously not the fault of the band, but... So, yeah. Decapitated are slowly turning into Pantera. Have you heard Decapitated over the last 5 years?
I listened to... I don't know what album it was. It came out about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Blood Mantra or something.
Yeah, and it was alright, actually.
It's alright, but it's like... It's not Decapitated.
Hmm.
I was listening to it. I bought it because I'm a fan. And I listened to it, I was like... You're turning to Pantera. You don't need to. Testament? Blind Guardian for the cheese. You'd have to watch Blind Guardian for the cheese, man.
I've got something. I've got a question for you.
Oh, here we go. She's bringing in topics, people.
What bands, like support bands, obviously, you go see a band live, you see whoever, and they've got support acts.
Yeah.
What support acts really surprised you really liked? That you didn't like before or never really paid much attention to?
That Skin Dread tour on Halloween at Chinnery's, they had Hacktivist. Now, I'm not the world's biggest sort of rap metal fan as such. I like a lot of it, but I don't think it's the be all and end all. But they impressed me a lot more than I was expecting because they'd been hyped up so much to me. It was ridiculous. Yeah. And I'd bought the album, I'd listen to the album on album. The album does not do them justice. They are so much better live. But support acts, let's see. I mean, I can go into support acts I've discovered through seeing them live.
Excuse me.
Bless you. There you are, live sprinkle snot for you.
I've got to admit, I've got a horrendous cold at the moment. You probably hear me coughing. I've got horrendous chest.
That's all. I should have prefaced this whole thing by letting people know that just before I come on, about 10 minutes before we started this, I had a massive coughing fit and almost choked to death on fish of all bloody things. So there we go. But yeah, bands that I've discovered through seeing them support other bands. Jace Lewis, who I saw supporting Killing Joke, and if you've not heard him, go check him out. Really awesome, kind of Gary Newman meets metal meets I don't know how to describe it really. He's English as well. Trying to think who else I've seen who'd like to support bands really good. Nemec, who supported Fear Factory. They were awesome live with their original vocalist. Then bought both albums both albums is what I'm trying to say. And then they got rid of that vocalist, and their new vocalist is so generic it hurts. And I lost all interest in them. But their original vocalist was awesome, so I was gutted about that. As I've seen like supporting Dead Beyond Buried. Now this is where I'll blow my own trumpet. Dead Beyond Buried supporting my band. Because I'd never heard them when we played London. And they made me fear getting on stage that we would suck. So, yeah. And we did suck, but anyway. But yeah, I mean, I was trying to think of all these bands. A band I've been playing a lot on my show as well, on both stations, and I know you've heard them, Hearts Under Fire.
Yeah.
Saw them on the very last Sugar Coma gig.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. I will always support that band because they're lovely ladies and just awesome debut album that came out the other year and just absolutely awesome live. And I hope they get signed. It's stupid that they haven't. Really. Yeah, the commercial was all balls, but at the same time, you've got let's not beat around the bush here, 4 really incredibly gorgeous women singing commercial sort of rocky punky songs. It's a marketing man's wet dream, come on. just sign it, someone like Metal Blade or whoever, just sign it, get them on touring and make their dreams come true, because you're missing a trick here. So but yeah, surprised to see Winter Sun, because I thought they had been stopped by Nuclear Blast from recording or doing anything.
There's been some news lately about the new album. They've actually released a few album work covers, and apparently, I hear that they've actually completed the album.
Let me check something, because I'm now going
there was a very kind of interesting comment made about a week ago by
well, apparently they're still on Nuclear Blast, so maybe they've come to some kind of agreement.
Yeah, there was. I couldn't keep up what was going on because it was something new every day. But there was a very kind of suspicious kind of comment made saying, Jari, whatever his name is, saying, "I'm done," and everyone was like, "Oh, does that mean the album?" And never said anything else. But it was like as if "I'm done" as in completed the album. But then obviously people were like, "Oh my God, does that mean he's done whatever?" But he released all this album artwork. So yeah, I mean,
well, that's he means he's done. Like he's done with the record label and all that. Cause
well,
still.
What I mean, it was. I can't remember the exact comment it was, but it was something to really kind of ooh. But then I know that I've not seen Winter Sun now for a few years, and they did a tour just after I'd seen them, and they were playing. I knew they were playing songs off their new album live. This was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, because I've been trying to get it out, but I don't quite know the full story. What's been going on with Nuclear Blast? I don't know if you do, because it's weird that a record label who owns your band would stop you from recording something else to sell.
It was a really long, drawn-out thing. It was like there was literally an essay posted about what was going on, and it was just looked like everything was being mucked about, and there was too much money going into it. But it seems quite promising.
See, with that, what I'd say is like too much money going into it. Nuclear Blast, you are aware that only 17 years ago, Korn recorded an album that cost about £1 million, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So, really, you're saying it's costing too much money. I know the bands you have. I know the amount of money. Well, I can ballpark a figure of how much money you make from Nightwish alone.
You've got massive bands on that label.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Winter Sun being one of the probably smaller bands. Obviously, big following.
Surely you should be funneling, say about a third of the funds from the bigger bands to your smaller bands to hopefully make them into the bigger bands.
Yeah. Do you think some of the biggest bands in metal are on that label?
Yeah,
When you said,
don't remind me.
Well, I'm pretty sure Nightwish is still on it. You know, they're
yeah, they've got Nightwish, they've got Fear Factory, they've got Sepultura, Blind Guardian. I think they've got Snark Antarctica still.
Yeah, so they're like massive bands, aren't they?
Sabaton, who again are getting absolutely huge, and I can see headlining downloading a couple of years if they continue getting as big as they do. They've got such a diverse amount of bands, and it just irks me. Just like every band I like, I'm going by now, it's like Nuclear Blast, and I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
So I should explain this to people, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because I've still not been forgiven for this by the looks of things. Right, the reason I do not get sent Nuclear Blast Records albums, or I basically sort of don't do preview reviews of Nuclear Blast albums, I have a bit of a narc on with the label, is about 3 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, I think it's 3-4 years ago, yeah, I was supposed to be interviewing Behemoth on the Satanist tour. I got to the venue. Now, bear in mind, I was supposed to have someone coming with me to take pictures of me with the band, etc. I've been given guest list as well. And the person on the day before, it's a couple of days before, who's going to take my pictures, had something come up, couldn't do it. So I put a post on Facebook saying, need someone to come with me, you'll meet the band, because obviously I need you to take the pictures for us. Put that up as an advert on Facebook. Now, technically, yeah, maybe I was at fault with that. I should have asked the label if it was okay for me to do that. But obviously, with only 2 days to go, there's no guarantee I would have got an answer in time. Anyway, now we get to the arsiest part. I was unemployed at the time, so I spent £25 of my money, which should have gone really to food for me to eat for the next 2 weeks, on getting to the venue for the gig. Get to the gig, go around the back, get pulled aside by the tour manager at the time, who is a representative of Nuclear Blast. And he shows me the post on Facebook and goes, like, what's that? So I explained the situation to him. He went, well, you're now blacklisted, we've removed your guest list, and you're not interviewing the band. Meaning I'd wasted my money and my time going up there when they had my email and could have told me. And ever since, I've been blacklisted. They won't send me stuff. They won't even reply to my emails. It's now been about 2-3 years. And I did send them an apology, literally about 2-3 days after, because my internet was down at the time. And all I got from that was a reply from Nuclear Blast UK, the bloke who runs Nuclear Blast UK, saying, I don't believe you. And that was the end of it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
It's stupid. I do understand, obviously, a record label on that, but it's not like I exclusively said, oh, come with me to take pictures, because I said, I need you to be good at taking pictures. I need a photographer, not anyone with just a mobile phone, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was being unprofessional. But the part that irks me the most is, one, I apologised and they just wouldn't accept it. And the fact that they could have emailed me to let me know, so they're wasting my money to get up there.
Yeah. I remember that gig, because you asked me, because we used to always do the gigs. Say that again. We used to do quite a few of the interviews and stuff together, didn't we? And
yeah, because I got you to try to get you the Amon Amarth interview, which couldn't happen, but you did get to interview Huntress, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
But yeah, we were doing quite a bit together, but there was just that one particular occasion, for whatever reason, because I'm a massive fan of Behemoth, I couldn't come. So I
Just
would
as
have
well, really.
well, but I mean, if I actually, I feel, because if I came, as I used to always come and, help out with doing the interviews and stuff, we wouldn't have this issue, but, yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping. I've had a few people who are trying to sort things out with Nuclear Blast for me, but I've not heard anything since. I'll keep on at it because it would be nice to sort things out with them again. I mean, I have to wonder actually whether Dino of Fear Factory got in trouble for doing the interview with me.
Yeah, see, that surprised me when you actually got an interview with him.
Not as much as it surprised me.
Oh yeah, obviously,
but
big fat boy and all, but I was quite surprised. How did you get that interview?
Twitter. It's quite literally. I tagged him in Twitter. I think I actually said, I'd love to interview you about your upcoming new album, but there's issues with the label and they won't let me. He just replied with, I'll private message you with my, give me your email address and we'll email there and sort out a time, mate. It was sorted. But I think that's because they've had label issues with other labels before and they must have said, we will do what we want.
Yeah.
So, because I know they had issues not as bad as Typo Negative, but they did have issues with Roadrunner back in the day.
Yeah. That's the way to go, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, labels are kind of dying, which is a good and a bad thing. Kind of a bad thing for me, considering I want to start my own label. But they're needed at the same time. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. Although saying that, it's I've just realised, apart from one band, Friday, all the bands at Bloodstock are on Nuclear Blast Records.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm really hoping that the lineup improves.
Well, if Hatebreed aren't the headliner,
no, they won't be headlining. They're not headline material. I don't even know. See, I've not kept in touch with rumours of. There's always kind of rumours going about what bands.
See, I've heard one rumour that it was Fear Factory. I'm trying to work out whether that was my mate winding me up. I don't think it'd be a headliner though.
They headlined though. They've headlined a few times.
What, Bloodstock?
Yeah.
Did they? I've never known it to headline it. I know they've played, but
sure they've headlined. I know they've played a few times. I'm sure they've headlined.
I wouldn't have thought they would be big enough as such.
They have. Yeah? They have headlines. Yeah. I'm not sure what year it was now. It was when I've seen them, but they played. I'd say they've probably played about 4 times.
And I've missed them every single time. I suck.
You really have.
I'm trying to think who'd be over in August. Possibly Devin Townsend?
He's always one of those that always brings in the crowds with Bloodstock.
Yeah, he's getting bigger. He's getting a lot bigger.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm glad I saw him back in 2001 when it was Strapping Young Lad, which is Devin Townsend, supported by Devin Townsend Project. So it's Devin Townsend supporting Devin Townsend, supported by Zimmer's Hole, which is the other members of Strapping Young Lad with a different singer. It was quite an amusing gig, that one.
Yeah.
And that was a tiny venue. Tiny. But as we're on to there, we'll start wrapping up soon because we've been going on for almost 2 hours.
I was going to say, I was just thinking exactly the same thing. We've been rambling on. This is normal.
This is
normal.
But I'm going to split this up into 2 parts and maybe put part 1 up one day and part 2 up another day. Because people probably won't want to listen to us in a full-on 2-hour block, will they? So
2 hours of us just rambling on.
Oh, we could probably keep going on all bloody night, but anyway. I was going to say, we'll end on this. I'm going to say that and we'll probably continue ranting on for another half hour or something. The best bands you've seen live.
Ooh.
Have as many as you like, but maybe try and describe why they were the best bands.
Oh,
Doesn't have to be metal.
Got to say, there's 3 bands that spring to mind. 2 metal bands and 1 non-metal.
Can I take a wild stab in the dark at the non-metal?
Yes, you can.
Does she want me to poke her face?
Yeah. Lady Gaga at the Bournemouth Way Ball. Oh my god.
Was that the art pop tour that you've been ranting about? Like going on and on about for a while?
What's that?
Art pop tour.
I never went to that.
Oh, I thought you did.
My sister's been to quite a few. She's a massive Gaga fan, but I've only actually been to see her once. And I've got to say, she was phenomenal. She was amazing. She puts on a proper performance, and I loved it. Moving on. I was fun enough.
You can have more than 2 other bands. You are, well, if we do go on for another half hour, we go on for another half hour. It don't matter. I can split this up. That's not a problem.
The 2 bands, because I was actually funny enough thinking of this earlier, because I was walking home, and there's one tune that instantly takes me back to like 4 years ago. Immortal, All Shall Fall. And I remember absolutely being ecstatic knowing that they had announced Bloodstock. It was really funny actually, because it was the first year I'd gone to Bloodstock.
Yeah.
And the story is, I thought, I've been pretty tame all festival. Let's go jump in the mosh pit. Guess
I'm
what
guessing,
band that was?
saying that, it depends on the black metal band, because Pride of Filth cannot get a mosh pit going. Their songs are too long.
Well, no,
So-
this is beginning the story of how I knew that Immortal had announced. This is the first year of the festival, and I thought, didn't obviously know anything about Immortal coming, announcing their following year. I thought, jump into the mosh pit. I made a massive mistake. It was Cannibal Corpse.
Was it jumping into the mosh pit?
It was Cannibal Corpse with Hammer Smash Face.
Oh, I'm already feeling the pain.
And I come out of that, and you know when you I was shaking, and like, and anyway, obviously it's the last song they play.
Yeah.
And I remember it, because I'm walking out, doing that, like, shaky, big, oh my god, what did I just do?
So you walked in just as Corpse Grinder was saying, "This is Hammer Smash."
I could just see.
Do you still get the shakes every time you hear that? I don't know what I was doing there. It was supposed to be like Hammer Smash Face, but it sounded more like modern jazz.
Yeah, the band finished, and then the announcer came on and said, "We've got a massive announcement to give you." And they got a big screen, and they flashed the eye of Immortal.
Yeah.
And I was shaking still, but I was like so ecstatic, like, because obviously a lot of people didn't really click in who it was.
Yeah.
But I obviously, massive Immortal fan, I was like, oh my god, and I just remember shaking in the middle of the field going, But, yeah, obviously they announced, so the following year, obviously I'm right at the front. No mosh pits or anything this time. Didn't want to get into the circle pit. You know, I wanted to stay onto the front, holding dear life onto the bars, and it was just an amazing gig. Yeah, you can't pull the vocals off that well live anymore, but just seeing Immortal, and just they come out with that first tune, which was.
What was it actually? They were the secret band that year, or?
No, they actually announced it the year before, and like I said, they actually played headlines. And first tune they come on with was All Shall Fall. It was just like, every time I hear that tune now, I was walking home earlier, and I heard it, and I can just see it, how he come running out and went, bleh, you know, beginning of the tune.
That might be the best Immortal impression I've ever heard. You've been full of weird noises today. What was it? Bloodstock's had some weird headliners, right, has to be said.
Yeah.
I mean, Trivium.
Yes.
I remember that one specifically. because I remember you sort of going, why? Why Trivium? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
I obviously didn't see Trivium.
Well, no, it's fair enough. But go on, what's the third band? If you now say Trivium...
Trivium, funny enough. No,
Trivium supporting Metallica. What a headline act that was.
It was on about them earlier. Emperor.
Do you know, I was waiting for Emperor, and
Yeah.
I can concur, even though I saw them at a different time, and I was full of the flu, they were so good they made me forget my flu, and then I woke up the next day and went, should have done that. So, yeah.
20th anniversary, and played the entire album all the way through. It was amazing.
See, the weird thing is, I don't know if you have on his own tour, I think you've seen it at Bloodstock, but we're both huge fans of Emperor, yet I've never seen Zyklon, I've never seen any of their other projects, I've still not seen Isan solo, live.
Oh, see, Isan plays like every other year at Bloodstock, so I've seen him 2-3 times.
Maybe
now.
he's the headliner.
It could be. What's the party he announced?
I'm thinking, Isan, at a stretch I'll say Devin, I say at a stretch I'm not sure, because I know Devin's got 2 albums coming out this year, because the man never sleeps. Or, see, I'd say Fear Factory, but I don't want it to be Fear Factory because I can't afford to go at the moment. Do you know what? I don't know how it would go down, but strangely enough, Machine Head.
Machine Head played a few years ago headlines.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and they have got a new album coming out.
I can't see them because there was quite a big backlash about them playing.
Hang on, there was a backlash about Machine Head, but not a backlash about Bleeding Trivium.
Yeah, there was a massive one about Trivium.
I was going to say.
I believe it was Trivium, and then the following year it was Machine Head, and everybody kicked off.
I mean, if they wanted to go really, really sort of random, because I don't think they've ever played it, I'm not sure if it would go down well, Killing Joke.
No, they've not played.
I don't know if they go down
I
well.
don't think it'd happen.
So, I'm only saying that because they released a new album last year, so...
I can't see them ever playing anything like... Killing Joke to me, or...
They're a strange band to tell what festivals they will play.
They play... I could see them at Download, but like on one of the smaller stages, headlining, from, you know what I mean?
It's hard to really gauge their bigness, as it were.
They'd be, you know, if the Sonosphere was still going, they'd be like a Sonosphere band, I reckon.
Oh, Sonosphere keeps saying it's coming back, it's never happened. So, I'm trying to think, secret band actually might be 6 Feet Under. Not headlining, but as a secret band at Bloodstock.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think they'd headline, because I don't think they're big enough to headline a festival.
No, not compared to what else.
Unless it was like a reunion tour of Chris Barnes with Cannibal Corpse. That would be headline material, but that's not going to happen. Because even though they still speak to each other, I don't think Chris wants to do it. So, and obviously they're happy with Corpse Grinder.
What are your favourite bands you've seen live?
Let's get the obvious one out. Fear Factory. But...
Which tour?
Well, you can never beat your first. So, 1999, Fear Factory, Halloween at Brixton Academy. Because not only was it Halloween and they come out to kidnap the Sandy Claus from Nightmare before, if I remember rightly anyway, I'm trying to remember like 18 years ago. But it was my first ever time seeing a band that heavy live. And also, one, they played Resurrection, which they've been on and off about playing over the years. And at the very end of the set, the god of synth music himself, the one only Gary Newman, come out and did Cars with them.
Yeah.
And for a first ever metal gig, for that to suddenly happen, like, no one knew. It literally, he just suddenly, I went, oh, we've got a friend out who wants to come out and sing with us, and everyone's just thinking, oh, it'll be someone for support bands. No, Gary Newman wanders on stage, and they go, do. I'm like, ah. So, Yeah, that might have actually been the noise I made as well. So, I'll also say the only time I've seen Slipknot, that was '99 as well. That would have been first album Corey Taylor back when no one knew what they looked like. They had one incredibly aggressive album. They were playing Brixton Academy again, funny enough, and it was mental because they done the very last song on the album, Scissors, and Clown had a bin on fire, like a metal bin on fire on stage, and they all just started setting themselves alight.
Yeah.
And then playing their instruments. It's like, okay. Skid Red.
Yeah.
Every time, just literally, I've not seen a bad Skid Red performance.
Yeah.
Even though now it would probably be much deserved, considering how big they got at the time. When I saw Lost Prophets, this was before they got big. I saw Lost Prophets at Chinnery's in South, which is a small club in Southend, which is where I live. Skid Red was a support band. They didn't have an album out or anything. Skid Red blew Lost Prophets away quite heftily, and then obviously everything come out about Lost Prophets as well. So, well, I'll say Lost Prophets, the singer.
There's just one bloke in it.
Yeah, because I know the other guys in the band did try to do another band, but because of the stigma of him, it's ruined their music career.
Shame.
So, yeah, because they were actually quite good musicians, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Emperor, obviously, in 2006, I think that was. Yeah, Jesus. Killing Joke were good live.
Yeah.
But the only problem we had with Killing Joke, I went with my dad, and we're both big Killing Joke fans, but they started playing loads of B-sides live, and we were just both like, what? Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Oh, that's Love Like Blood. We know this. So, and what would probably shock a lot of people, Sugar Coma.
Yeah, anyone who knows you knows you're a pretty good big fan of them now.
Yeah, but I was not expecting them to be that good live.
I'm surprised you say that actually, because they don't really exist, do they even? Are they still going?
No, that was their last ever gig. The vocalist has got another band, apparently. She's got another band, so I've got to find out what the name of that band is and see if I can get some stuff to play on my show. But, I'll tell you who else was good and had absolutely no goddamn right to be. Crazy Town. In 2014, they have absolutely no right to be good live. No right at all. And I interviewed them for the station. That was my first ever band interview, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, spot on. Absolutely spot on. I've got the crowd going and everything. Although, just go off on a tangent, I knew it was going to happen. Epic of Crazy Town, the one who produces the music but isn't the one that everyone fancies, basically. He's no longer going to tour with the band.
Oh, right.
He announced it yesterday on Facebook. So there you go for the 3 Crazy Town fans out there. Yeah, shame really. But yes. Oh, that's what else we've got to look forward to. We must attend, even if we've got to buy tickets. Trollfest.
Yes, I was thinking this the other day.
Trollfest. I've got to put them in the best live bands.
Oh, they were. You know what?
What was it? 8 people on that small stage. How?
You know what? And nobody's ever seen them live. They know of them.
Really?
I guarantee you will love them live. Amazing.
They should. Why are they not playing Bloodstock?
I know.
That's like, surely that's perfect.
Yeah.
So.
They're really nice guys as well.
Yeah. I've still got that signature and all that, and the bloke's drawing of a fish. I can't remember why he drew it. Mr. Seidel, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But yeah, Trollfest, if you've not heard them and you like your folk metal, yeah. Good on record, but even better live. Even better live.
Cross between folk metal and Psychostick.
Um,
I think it's the best way to describe
Psychostick actually is another one. You've still not seen them live, have you?
it. No, I'd love to see them live.
Well, they've got a new album this year, so if they tour again, I mean, I've managed to get on guest list both times, so we'll have to come along. Because they're nice blokes. On a bit of an aside here, this is going to go on for 2.5 hours, so I will have to break this up. I could go for 3 hours on this and just break it up into 2.5-hour segments, might be easier. Depending on how long you want to be kept on chatting absolute crap, really. But, just a quick thing, weren't you cooking?
I'm meant to be cooking,
Oh,
really.
right, okay. I thought you had put something on, I've just realised it's probably burnt by now. To do with Psychostick, I interviewed them last year, second time I've interviewed them. Interviewed the vocalist Rob, nice bloke, and it was the guitarist who, I do apologise to him because his name has gone completely out of my head. We did the interview, me and my mate Andy. We all sort of went back out the venue, started speaking to the guitarist a bit, and basically we turned around to him and went, right, we're off to the pub. Do you fancy coming along? And he literally looked at us, turned around 180 degrees and walked to the pub with us. And literally he spent 2 hours in the pub with us, just chatting to us, any other fans that come up to him and all that, quite happily chatting away, really down to earth, proper nice bloke. He didn't get pissed off, didn't get anything, he was happy to sign whatever, take pictures with everyone. I think Rob would have done as well if he hadn't had to go and do sound check. So yeah, Psychostick, top guys. So yes, and if you've not heard Psychostick, they do my Anthem for Life, which if you don't know is called Because Boobs. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, they now have Dogs Like Socks shirts.
Oh, great.
It is literally that dog in space, like a picture of that dog's face, wearing sunglasses.
That's amazing.
So look it up, it's probably on their website.
Yeah.
So yes, as for, sadly I've never seen Rammstein live and I'm gutted about that.
Yeah. See, I'd love to see that band. I'd love to see Rammstein.
Oh, you know who I'm surprised you didn't bring up on a question earlier? Children of Boredom.
What, as in band I don't like?
Yeah, that other people seem to love.
I don't mind them. I don't mind them. I just think they're a bit. The thing is, now people I think people have got literally bored of them. You don't hear people on about them anymore. You know?
No, true. I do remember it was the early 2000s. Everyone was raving about them.
Yeah.
All the goddamn time. And yeah, fantastic guitar players and all that, but very generic. Strangely enough, riffs wise. So yes. Oh, and Birthday Massacre. I should say that they're fantastic live.
Yeah, I've never seen them live.
I've seen them twice. Both times interviewed Chibi as well. My smile could not be bigger. As I say, she's a lovely lady. Oh, and I also met Rainbow on the last one because he was part of the interview as well. He's a really nice bloke as well. So, yeah definitely see. I would have thought you'd seen Birthday Massacre.
No, never have done.
Yeah, fair enough. So, to kind of sum up, because we will end in 10 minutes, because I've got to let you go and I've got to edit this down and try and get it uploaded tonight. Two things. One, give us, you know what, since it's the ending and we've got 10 minutes, give us 10 bands, whether they be signed or unsigned, that you feel people should check out.
10 bands.
That you feel typify, if that's a word, yeah, isn't it? Or quantify what you would class as the bands to hear. Doesn't matter how diverse it is, but you feel those are the bands people should be listening to, in your personal opinion.
Okay.
I might have fudged that question together very quickly, so I had to quickly change some of it.
Really hard because obviously it depends on what.
Well, this is your opinion, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just
I think
give.
I'm giving off bands that people You know, like not massive, huge bands.
Well, I'm thinking of doing this at the end of every podcast, as it was, to sort of maybe give people who may not particularly be into metal but stumbled onto our podcast or have not heard certain bands. It doesn't have to be metal bands that you choose, but it's to give them an idea of what other music's out there in case they haven't heard of it, because there might be people who've not heard of Lady Gaga, for example. I know it seems ridiculous, but obviously, this being on YouTube, we get people listening from loads of countries where she might be tiny.
No.
So...
Okay. I'll go through a list.
Go on.
This is, funny enough, going to be in alphabetical order because I'm actually referring to a playlist on my phone.
It's good you've got a playlist on, because that's got to be the way we're going to end this. I know I've just said this was going to be the way we're going to end this, but I've just thought something else. So, anyway. So these are all got to be A bands, are they?
I'll just go through them. If it's 10, it's 10. Agalock, great band.
Never heard them.
Listen to Limbs, love that tune.
I thought you meant listen to me own then. I was going to say, what?
Akakock, brilliant band.
Yeah, although...
New album coming out soon.
Yeah, I'm still undecided on that single that got released.
I love the single.
I don't know. I thought it's very commercial for them.
Yeah, but I kind of liked it.
So, you'll have to let us know if they play anything new. Oh, by then the album will be out. I was going to say if they play anything new at Bloodstock. The album will be out, oh no.
Balfour Gore.
Another band I keep meaning to listen to, Balfour Gore.
You know what? Most amazing, one of the best bands I've seen live. Brilliant band.
Was that a Bloodstock?
They play Bloodstock, and I've also seen them. They were supporting Marduk about 2 years ago.
That's a band you could never get into, wouldn't it, Marduk?
I've seen them again before that. Brilliant band. Karakangren. Love that band.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They're still going?
Yeah, when they released their last album about a year and a half ago.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, brilliant band. If you love your symphonic black metal-y, death black metal, whatever, and you like a concept album, just listen to the whole album.
So progressive black and death metal is what you're telling me.
It's very symphonic.
Yeah.
You know, it was made in. I love them. I'm trying to think now. Let's scroll through.
You're up to 4.
4. Something not metal.
Oh.
And I'm really into them. I've only got one album out. A band called Heilung.
Who?
And Heilung. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I think it's Austrian for something.
Right. Sounds Norwegian, but...
Pardon?
Might be Norwegian.
I'm pretty sure there's German or something, but anyway. They are actually atmospheric-y kind of, but it's really dark atmospheric. If you like anything, it's like heathen kind of theme in it. Brilliant.
Right, so kind of paganistic.
Yeah.
Was it folk music or?
No, it's atmospheric. It's atmospheric. It's the only thing you can. It's not metal or anything. It's an atmospheric album.
Also, sort of soundtrack album thing.
It's very kind of experimental.
Fair enough.
Another band I love. Again, not metal. Mind in a Box.
Oh yes. Not metal, but they are alternative because they are essentially EBM.
Yeah, EBM. Oh, yeah, EBM.
I think they're still going. Mind in a Box.
I think we had an album a few years ago.
Yeah. Thing is, they usually get distracted doing loads of remixes for other bands, and that's the issue. It's like I've got Angel Spit sent me 6 remixes of other bands. I've still not listened to them all yet.
Yeah. Another band I've got into recently, Nevermore.
You've always been at Nevermore, though.
Yeah, I kind of got really bored of them. I've started listening to it again last few weeks.
The band that are indeed Nevermore, I do believe.
Susie and the Banshees. I love Susie and the Banshees.
Fair enough.
Skyclad, love that band.
Isn't that the old folky thrash band, UK?
I like it. They're like one of the pioneers of folk metal.
Yeah, and like I think it's the vocalist is now a big name producer of metal bands. I can't think of his name.
There's been loads of
I think I've got one of their albums. I can't for the life of me remember what one it is. Because they only had about 3 albums, didn't they?
Oh, they've got loads of albums.
Oh, have they? Oh, I might have the wrong band then.
Yeah, maybe. Skalmold, brilliant band. Icelandic band.
You have reached your 10. If you want to keep going, go for it.
Oh, let's have a look. Triptychon. Gotta love some Triptychon. Trollfest, as we already mentioned.
Yeah.
Brilliant band. Winter Sun. Gotta love Winter Sun.
Talking of Triptychon, aren't they due a new album?
They've not had their last album was
It's been about 2-3 years.
2-3 years, yeah. So they probably are due a new album.
The thing is, I think they're on Nuclear Blast.
You know what? I'm trying to think if they are or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you've never listened to Triptychon, you love your Doom. Oh, you know, Tom G. Warrior. Amazing.
Twinkle's old man crush.
Mm-hmm.
The noise said it all there.
So go on, your top 10 or whatever I did. I can't remember how many.
You did about 14 there, I think. If I was to introduce people to albums, I feel they should. I'll give bands and albums. So, Fear Factory Genexus. Controversial decision there because loads of people would say Demanufacture. And the reason I say Genexus is because as much as I love Demanufacture, I think their newest album, Genexus, literally just surpasses Demanufacture.
Oh, okay.
I know. Even I was shocked when I said that in the review. If you want an album that has been described as an explosion, like nuclear explosion in your ears, get some headphones, turn the volume up, and listen to City by Strapping Young Lad.
Ooh, that is a bit brutal.
Yeah. If you've had a bad day, City. Simple as that. If you hate humanity, absolutely goddamn despise it, and now Nafrak, hell is empty and all the devils are here.
Oh yeah, if you're angry, it's perfect music.
And if you just want pure, disgusting, filthy black metal noise, Virus Bomb, the track Virus Bomb.
Yeah.
So, Akakaka, Goat of Mendes.
Oh yeah.
Just simply for skin for dancing in, more than anything else. Because that song is just black metal progressive sex to me.
The whole album is, but
going for something a hell of a lot softer, and something that a lot of people might be surprised that I listen to them, although by this point I might have put up the review of their newest album, Marillion, Marbles.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Marillion's Marbles album. Oh, now I'm thinking. So I'll be tempted to say Cerebral Bore, but really, if I think about it, that album only has about 2 good songs on it.
Yeah. See, if the album was as good as those 2 songs, like if that album was, just a bit better, it would be amazing.
And if they hadn't got rid of the vocalist.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a Simone or what? Yeah, I think her name was Simone.
I think she's Polish. I can't remember how to pronounce her name.
Brilliant.
I mean, if you like your death metal, check out Cerebral Bore's first album, but it's not a classic. But it does have the Bull Cadaver on it, which is one of the most amazing songs you will ever hear. And yes, for those who are listening to it, or going to listen to it, watch the video, because I can confirm to you, that is a woman doing those vocals.
The best bit about that video is right at the beginning, we got a picture of Alan Partridge.
Yes. Kiss my face. Going through a bit of a newer release, band from the Czech Republic, Ginger and King of Everything. Oh, God, is it such a good album. And that's Ginger spelled Jinjer. Such a good album. Going back to a bit of prog, Devin Townsend, Biomech. I've pretty much done all the usual suspects that you're expecting now, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a Killing Joke album in there. I'm just trying to think of what one. Nighttime, because it's got Love Like Blood on it.
Yeah. You'll love that tune.
Juju by Susie and the Banshees, because it has Spellbound on it.
Oh, yeah.
Something that's not metal at all, but might be considered goth. Disintegration by The Cure.
Ah, yeah, that's an interesting tune. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I love The Cure. Absolutely love The Cure. Although I love The Cure, it's taken me about 14 years or so to finally get a Cure shirt. Which is really stupid because they're available bloody everywhere. Kitty, I Failed You. I did have another album in my head then. Oceans Aside, Tidal Rage. They're a local band from Southend and they are spot on. Just
yeah.
The First Birthday Massacre album that I've completely forgot the name of.
Oh,
is it
Violet?
It's Violet or Purple, isn't it? I think it's Violet. Yeah.
Technically not the first one though.
No, but the first major one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not playing that cover of Never Ending Story again because it sound quality is awful.
I know it's really bad, but it's a good tune though in its own way.
Yeah. Feel free to add to your list if you want, by the way, because I'm just going off on one now. Because Doom-wise, I've got to remember the name of it. Ill Innocence, Ghoulhammer.
Ah, yeah, I'm not listening to them in a very long
No, last time I spoke to you about Ghoulhammer, you said you'd listened to it too much and got bored of it.
Yeah, I think there's a problem with... They got a little bit boring when you start listening to them, just...
If you listen, it's... With Doom, you have to be in the right mood. I can't listen to, like, Cathedral or anything if I'm not in the right mood at all. It will bore me. But talking of Cathedral, Carnival Bazaar.
You're talking about Doom.
Sorry. We will get content ID'd now because I've just sung Invader Zim.
The one tune I can listen to anytime. It's My Dying Bride. The Blood, the Wine, the Roses. Love that is.
I may have just sex weed. The blood, the wine, the roses. Yeah.
That tune is brilliant.
Although, out of My Dying Bride, if I was to recommend an album, I'd probably go like Gods of the Sun.
Yeah, see, the album it's off isn't fantastic.
I quite liked, I've still called it King of All Kings, that's Hate Eternal. A Line of Deathless Kings.
That's it. It's alright.
I liked it, but it took me a few listens to get into it.
Yeah.
At first I was a bit like,
But like Gods of the Sun.
Going on the Doom route as well then. I forgot their name and the name of the album. That's good, isn't it?
I've got to say, how can I not mention this band?
I don't know, but apparently you didn't. Go on.
Typo Negative.
Yeah. What the hell?
How did I not
hell?
Why did I not mention that?
Well, since you brought them up, what album though would you recommend to new listeners?
Bloody Kisses.
Ooh. See, so not going for the more commercial one then?
No, I love Bloody Kisses. It's a good album. It's a good starter album, I think.
Which means that in both ways, people. Well, in that case, we've got to go Sisters of Mercy. Sisters of Mercy, Floodlands. Is it Floodlands, the album?
Yeah.
With this Corrosion on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta love a bit of Sisters.
I should have said that now, because all I've got is Hey Now, No.
Yeah.
KMFDM, Ultra, not Ultra, whatever album has Juke Joint Jezebel on it. I think it's Ultra.
Oh, I can't remember now.
I've not listened to KMFDM in a long time, and I really should. But Doom, the album, it had a song called Dispossession as the first song. And the guitarist I sing is called Jonas Rensk.
Oh,
Yeah. They've released a new album recently as well.
Oh no.
Like, I know the album's called, I think it's Last Fair Deal Gone Down or something. Catatonia.
That's it.
Yeah, Last Fair Deal Gone Down. If you want a strangely uplifting but depressing listen, that album.
Things, aren't they?
That's pretty much the only Catatonia album I've enjoyed all the way through. The rest of them get a little bit samey, but that album, I bought that same day as Gods of the Sun. So my playlist was 2 albums for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So I think, yeah. What would be the Lady Gaga album you choose?
Ooh.
Oh, I knew that'd be a git.
It depends really on my sort of mood.
Right.
I'd say it's a toss between Born This Way and Art Pop.
It's Born This Way a first one, wasn't it?
No, The Same was the first one. With like Poker Face and all that one. Born This Way, it was really kind of gritty in its way. If you the stories behind it, I really liked that. Art Pop I really liked Art Pop because it was really quite diverse and one song to the next.
Wasn't Born This Way a vague reaction to loads of people claiming she was actually used to be a man?
I'm not quite sure. What's the
I know she did a reaction to it.
What was that? I can't remember.
Because I remember hearing that rumour about she used to be a man. I was like,
everyone said that though, didn't they?
No man looks that pretty. So, I don't care how much he dolls himself up, no.
No, Lady Gaga, if you ever get the chance and you've got like 20 minutes, I'm trying to think of the one that she does, obviously music videos.
Yeah.
And there's one music video, it's like 15, 20 minutes long. I'm pretty sure it's actually Marry the Night, and it's really emotional.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Marry the Night. Obviously I think there's like obviously the cut version. It's like 5 minutes long. But then there's
which is just the music without the story.
Yeah, you've got like a story when you watch like the 15-minute long version of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really hard to say what album I actually do like.
Here's an interesting question. If you could remove the influence and the entire career of one band, who would it be?
Oh, I don't know. I know what your answer would be, but...
Oh, no, I'm not going with the obvious. I'm actually going to avoid the obvious.
Really?
Yeah. Because I've got a good reason for mine. Admittedly, yeah, but for Metallica, it would be a yes to that, but at the same time...
They've influenced a lot of great bands.
Not so much that, it's just that's more my own personal prejudice than... And it's too obvious, so...
I really don't know. I could not think.
You have a think on it, because do you want me to answer this?
Go on.
Black Sabbath. And
Really?
the reason I say that, it's not because I hate the band, I absolutely love the band, but I want to see how rock and metal would form without what they did.
See now, if you come from that perspective, you can say that with a lot of bands.
Yeah, I could say it with Metallica, but I think a lot of it would be the same because I still think Megadeth would have happened. I still think obviously Slayer would be there. If anything, it would just make the bands that got influenced by those bands possibly a bit more brutal, and you would now have either Testament or Exodus as the fourth slot.
It's funny though when you think of things like that. Like say you were to remove Black Sabbath, they would never existed. How do you know metal maybe not even be metal? You know, it's that whole, like.
Yeah, it'd be more
the butterfly effect and things like that. How
it would literally be just to see how music would go, if there would even be an alternative subculture of music.
I know.
So,
I know. Venom.
Venom. Oh.
Because,
See, things with Venom, I think you would still get black metal, but
you
more
would.
in a form that is now fully formed as opposed to how it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because a lot of early black metal bands seem to have taken a lot of influence from Slayer as well, and Slayer would still exist.
Well, that was another one I was going to say, Slayer. Because I actually was about to say Slayer, then Venom popped into my head.
If you remove Slayer and Venom, I think it would affect death metal more than black metal. If I'm honest.
I think you'd have something, but it wouldn't be what it is now.
Yeah, you would have probably more bands like Obituary than you would have your Cannibal Corpse and Hyperspeed bands.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it would also mean that I wouldn't have Vader, and no, I'm not. I need Vader. I need the Litany album. Litany by Vader. That's another album on the list. Although their newest album's pretty good as well, Vader.
I think it's no offence to any of the bands I'm mentioning, because I love a bit of Venom. I like a bit of Slayer here and there.
These days I prefer Vader to Slayer. Mainly because even though Vader I'll put as death metal, they're more hyperspeed thrash to me.
Yeah.
Like I said, the last Slayer album, loads of people raved about it. I've listened to it and I'm like, it's alright.
Yeah.
It's it's not a Christ illusion. It's definitely not Raining Blood. It exists. It's slow on autopilot for me.
I think what the problem with a lot of people, and I imagine a lot of people understand this, in your teens, you kind of really play Slayer 24/7, and then you
Do you know, I never had that.
I did. I did that.
I am really, really weird because I don't know again if it was a case of the hype train that made this happen, but I didn't listen to Raining Blood until I was 24.
Really?
And that was the very first Slayer album I ever heard. And do you know what? I kind of still semi-hold this belief to this day. As good as Raining Blood is, I think it mainly gets its legendary status for 2 songs.
Yeah.
The rest are there to pass the time.
No, I can see that.
But the first one I listened to, Raining Blood, if it hadn't been for that first beginning song, that end song, being so, I can't deny it, they are classics, but being so goddamn on point, the rest of the album just made me go, it's alright.
Yeah, this is the problem. There's a problem with most bands though, isn't it? Unless it's like a concept album, for example. You've got to listen to it, and you've got to listen to the whole album.
You say that, but I can't get into Dream Theater, and all their albums are concept albums.
Never got into Dream Theater.
No, they are the worst part of, not to do them any disservice, but they are the worst parts of prog still continued, of all the whittling about on guitars and everything for way too long when it doesn't serve the song.
Yeah, but unless you listen to something like that as a concept album, I find it hard to really really love every tune. I don't know, that might be a bit controversial, but like...
What, for Raining Blood are you talking about, or just in general?
Just in general, you know.
So what are, now you've said that, what are albums that you can just go, right, whole tune, I'm not missing a single one, I love everything on this?
Only a few albums, really. Like, going back to what I was saying earlier about Cranklin, love that band, and I can listen to the entire album and be happy. Typo Negative, Bloody Kisses, and also probably October Rust.
Back to back.
The whole album.
Back to back.
Yeah. Back to back.
Those were my summer listens a few years ago. Like, literally. It was Sunshine on that, and I just got addicted to those 2 albums, so I was the most miserable bastard around.
Other than that, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that I can listen to, you know, first song to the last and be completely happy. Oh, maybe like, you know, Battery Northland.
What, 1 or 2?
Probably more 1. I can listen to the entirety of it and be really. He kind of flows so well.
Yeah.
As weird as it is, even though his vocals are questionable, but
well, because he can't quite hit the high notes he's going for.
It's just the you know, you can't do clean vocals.
No, but a lot of black metal bands, when they've tried to do clean vocals, had failed. The one who did succeed, when I heard the one track he done it on, was Danny Filth. That guy's got a great singing voice.
Yeah.
And it weirded me out, because I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, I have another one. Winter Sun, Time 1.
An album I'll keep meaning to listen to again, I haven't.
It's like 5 songs long. 5?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I think
5
one of the songs is about 20 minutes long, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful. It just flows again so well. You can just listen to the entire album.
Oh.
In fact, I find, if I've got it on like a playlist on random and I've got like those songs, when I listen to them, just one, yeah, it's good, but it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, that's when you know it's a good album that's been constructed right.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Sort of albums that I recommend to people, it is a band that makes everyone need to gurn. I am, of course, talking about the Kings of Gurn, Meshuggah. And the albums I recommend, it'd have to be 2, because one's more of a one-track EP. That's I and Catch 33. Catch 33 is one massively long song, but it's broke up into tracks.
Yeah.
And yeah, but they are a band that I'm sure lots of people can't get into. I am certain of it. They're a weird band to sort of get into, but there's got to be other weirdos like me out there. So, oh dear.
You've been rambling on for almost now 3 hours.
I know. Might as well make it the 3. It's only 13 minutes.
Let's make it 3.
Eh?
Let's make it 3.
Yeah. Bands you're surprised have come back, or shocked to see us still going. Let's go back to that. I'll tell you who I am shocked is still going, even though I like them. And they are a new metal band I don't think anyone could have predicted would still be going. El Nino.
Yeah, see, I knew they were kind of still going a few years ago, and I was like, surprised then.
They've announced they're doing a 20th anniversary, not 20th, 15th or something anniversary tour of their very first album this year, which is Revolution, if I'm even pronouncing that right. But I thought they'd last 2 albums maximum.
Yeah.
And then, be shipped around to different labels and get nowhere. But how wrong was I?
Bands and surprise. I mean, we kind of went over this with downloads. Like AFI, I thought they broke up years. You know what I actually thought? It kind of went really quiet. Steel Panther.
Really?
I don't know, it kind of maybe I don't like them. They do me head in.
Oh, I love them. They've got a new album this year as well, so that's why they're doing download.
I think it's because I've just avoided anything from them, so I was surprised to see they're actually still going. Again, like one about download, it's like if you want a good Charlotte, things like that they were on. It's like
Raging Speedhorn.
Right, yeah. Well,
still
no,
going.
Actually, I'm not surprised because they've played Bloodstock a few times.
Yeah, but they're not. They always come across to me as a band that was never meant to last.
Yeah.
Sort of have their 3 albums of absolute superb extremity and then have to break up or something because they couldn't continue doing it or they imploded or something.
Yeah.
But no. And weirdly enough, Iron Monkey are coming back.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting considering the vocalist is dead.
Yeah.
I've got a press release for that late last week. They've got a different vocalist, and I'm pretty sure they said when they split up, this is all for Johnny Morrow. We're never coming back, and we're not doing it with a different vocalist. So a bit of a controversial decision there.
As big as he is, and I do like a bit of him.
Oh, do you now?
I'm surprised surprised that Rob Zombie's still going.
So am I, because he produced a few Duff albums.
Yeah.
I mean, his newest album's nothing to write home about, if I'm honest.
But I do love a bit of Rob Zombie here and there. I love White Zombie.
See, White Zombie, second album, yes. First album, not so much.
Yeah, see, I like the kind of, that... I probably prefer White Zombie to Rob Zombie. But Rob Zombie, I am surprised he's still going, but he's just getting bigger and bigger though.
He is, which is weird, because really all you need is the first two albums of Rob Zombie, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean...
That's what you hear if you go to a club or listen to the radio or whatever, and that's what you hear.
I mean, he did do, like, not his last album, like his newest album, but the album before it was actually pretty good. Venomous Rat Regeneration, if that is the album before the newest one. That was pretty good. But the new album, it's half hour long, and it's Rob Zombie on autopilot, I found.
Wednesday 13. I never thought they'd be still going.
No, I'm surprised at that.
I'm just saying.
I'm kind of surprised Slipknot are still going.
Yeah, I was thinking that just. I mean, with all the fallouts and everything they tend to have.
Yeah. How Nightwish haven't imploded after so many spats with vocalists, I don't know.
Yeah, they're.
I think who else is...
They're really big though, aren't they? They're a massive band, so...
They are. Like, I mean, they sold out Wembley Arena, didn't they? So...
Yeah.
So I think there's got to be other bands that... Sure, there's... I mean, Dark Throne, I'm surprised is still going.
I am, but I'm not at the same time.
Satyricon, I'm definitely surprised is still going.
Yeah,
They've definitely gone from being huge to just dying out. Level wise.
I was like surprised that I'd actually end up seeing them, because I saw them for the first time last year.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that I actually got to see them.
Did you actually hear any? Did they play any of the new stuff?
I think they did.
Not that good, I'm guessing, if it didn't stick in the memory.
Yeah, they did play the new stuff. I'm pretty sure they did. But
was it mainly to promote their re-release of Nemesis Diavolina, by any chance?
Well, they did play, off that album, but off the newest album, I don't really like the newest album.
I lost interest in Satyricon a while ago. I think the last album of theirs I actually liked was the one with King on it.
Oh. Diabolical Now? Something Now.
Now Diabolical, yeah.
Yeah.
You were right. You were right. Right. Two more things and we'll actually wrap this up now.
Quick fire round.
And I've forgotten what the first thing was. That's a good start, isn't it?
Oh, second.
Dear, oh dear. I actually had it there in my head. Right, start with this then. You still got your MP3 player handy?
I have.
Put it on random.
Oh god, that's no wise.
And because I'm going to do this as well. Right?
Okay.
First 10 songs that come up on random.
Okay, ready?
And go.
So I've got Cuff Clarney, Retua. Is it Retua? Whatever it's called.
Is this the one I annoyed you with?
Yes, that one.
The, no, I can't remember what Iska. Iska. Yeah.
Next one.
Yep.
Lady Gaga, Heavy Metal Lover.
I knew that was going to. I knew at least one song was going to come up. Yep.
Up to. Third one.
Mind in the box.
Enslaved in Time.
Ah, yeah. I think they've got a new album coming soon, surely.
Number 4.
Yep.
Karakanga and an Omnis Recording.
You're doing yourself proud with this MP3 list so far, aren't you? You're waiting for it to fall apart now.
Number 5, VMV Nation, Standing.
Ah.
Number 6, Nile, Black Seed of Vengeance.
Oh. Ah. So, it's law now. Every time someone says Black Seeds of Vengeance, you have to go, ah.
Number 7.
Yes.
Is You might laugh at this one. Because I fancied a bit of thinking when I was 14 years old and being all grungy. Nirvana, Come As You Are.
No, nothing wrong with that. It's kind of shocking it's on your MP3 player, but still.
Number 8 is Psychostick, Obey the Beers.
I didn't know you actually had any Psycho Stick, so well done. Is that something to play your other half by any chance?
Number 9, Susie and the Banshees, Dear Prudence.
Ah.
Number 10, Bathgore, Blood, Magic, Necromance.
There we go. A varied selection. Now watch mine be completely like this, all the same genre. Right. Number 1, Deafen the Labyrinth by At the Gates.
Okay.
Number 2, Cybergod by Sepultura from their rather awesome new album Machine Messiah.
Okay.
The best way I can describe Sepultura's new album is Sepultura taking a Fear Factory concept. Quite literally, the whole concept is what Fear Factory have been doing for every album. So, number 3, Let the Guilt Go by Korn.
Okay.
It's hard to judge whether you're judging me now or not.
I don't mind a bit of Korn.
Number 4, Tribe by Soulfly.
Hmm.
Obviously, my MP3 player thought because Sepultura is in there, I needed some Max Cavalera as well. Number 5, bit of a classic, America by Rammstein.
Ah.
Number 6, Scary Delete Streaming by the Mad Capsule Markets.
That sounded like you had a bit of an error there.
No, it's what the full track's called. It's actually called Scary Delete Streaming Frequency from Fear.
Okay.
From Fear Side Ways. God's sake, how long do you want the song title to be? That's not a challenge, Niall. Number 7, Streetcar by Deftones.
Oh, okay.
That was a random intake of breath. Number 8, Special K by Placebo.
Ah, I've not heard Placebo in years.
It's on here because they released a 20-year double disc best of last year that I bought. Although I do love Placebo, I've got all the albums. Number 9, I Might Be Your Man by Scorpion Child.
Okay.
And number 10, Seal the Deal by Volbeat.
Okay, not bad.
So let's do another round. Go on, another 10 from where you are now.
Number 10. Right, I'll go through these quick because we've only got a couple minutes left.
That's alright if it overruns a bit. But bear in mind that there is a few minutes where we were setting up at the beginning, so it weren't recording.
Okay, ready?
Go.
Nevermore, Dewey Neon Black. Number 2 is I Am the Black Wizard, Emperor.
From the albums you don't like.
Number 3, again, BMB Nation, Nemesis. Number 4, Black Hole Sun, Soundgarden.
I'm shocked you even have that.
Number 5 is When It Wants to Work, Issa, Enslaved.
Ah.
Number 6 is Penny Dreadful, Skyclad. Number 7 is Strawberry Gashes, Jack Off Jill.
That shocks me. You have Jack Off Jill on your playlist.
2.
Is this where you now hate me because I saw their last ever gigs?
Number 8, am I number
Yep.
8? White Zombie, Electric Head, Part 2.
Yeah, let's not say the entire title.
Yeah. Number 9 is Mother Earth, Father Thunder, Bathory.
Oh, right. Was that Nordland?
Yes.
And
at number 10 is Typo Negative, My Girlfriend's Girlfriend.
a bit of a classic there.
Yeah.
Right, so number 1, Revolution by Protofield.
Okay.
It's Jace Lewis.
Yeah.
Number 2, and apologies to, I think they're Norwegian, on how I pronounce this, Slagger vid blood salve by Fintrol.
Yeah, I love that tune.
Number 3, Cancer by Filter.
Okay.
Number 4, Bad Language by Killatrix.
Mhm.
Number 5, Cake and Sodomy from Marilyn Manson's very first album.
Ah, yeah.
Number 6, The People That We Love by Bush.
Okay.
Number 7, Strong Arm of the Law by Saxon. Number 7, Aggressive by Beartooth. Number 8, Lost and Confused by, I think they're pronounced Kylisa.
Mhm.
Number 9, I Swear It's True by Weezer.
Wow, really, Weezer.
Yeah. And number 10, classic, Epic by Faith No More.
Price with No Fear Factory.
Yeah. On neither of them lists, it's weird. But there we go. So, to sum up, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining myself and Scrinkles. Scrinkles, will you be joining us again for another podcast?
I certainly will.
Excellent. I did say this podcast is going to be more than just music. It seems to be mainly music based. I've got to try and get some more people involved in the future for this as well. Now, there is some things that Scrinkles needs to tell you about where you can look up her paintings and maybe commission some if she does that. I will allow her to tell you because I'm not entirely sure on the deal. So, Scrinkles, fire away.
Well, as many of you may know, maybe not, I don't know exactly who's tuning in right now. I am a sculptor and a painter, illustrator, jack of all trades. I'm sure the lovely Psychosin will put a link in the comment section.
What's that? Delete the link.
Pardon?
What was that? Delete the link.
Delete. I have a Facebook page. I also have an Etsy page selling my various wares. I'm also open for any commissions.
What is the name of the Facebook page for people to look you up in case the link isn't working for some reason?
Well, if I say that, it's going to reveal my real name, isn't it? That's just going to be awful.
Yeah, but it's going to reveal your real name when they click on the link.
My Facebook page is Samantha J. Chilton. And if you want to look me up on Etsy, it is SJ Chilton. Look it up, and if you need to contact me, no nudes, for one. Commissions, or if you're interested in anything, just feel free to give me a message.
So will you do it on a price by price basis?
Yeah, depending on what you want, we'll just have a chat about it. I am very friendly, I do not bite hard.
She had to add that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. I have been the one and only Psychosin. She has been the one and only Scrinkles from Oop North.
Oop North.
Scrinkles from Newcastle under Lyme, because you need a higher rent band to get over Lyme, apparently. God, that was such a crap joke. We apologise for us ranting on for about 3 hours, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to split this up in 2 parts. Obviously, you're hearing this on the second part, but my advice, hopefully you've enjoyed listening to us talk absolute crap for about 3 hours, and we'll do another one soon, and my advice is, hopefully you're enjoying it, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, and any questions you want to ask us, I'm sure I'll answer them.
Yeah, stick them in the comments, or if you want, you can send them to me on the Facebook page. Just look up the Psychosin Project on there. Also, just a quick side note as well, if you want to listen to my radio show, it has changed. I'm no longer doing 2 days a week. I'm now doing 1 day a week, and it will be on Sunday nights from 8 PM GMT, 3 PM EST on thatmetalstation.com. Hope to see you there. Good night, everyone.
Good night.